Storm clouds gathered once again over Logan Paul when news broke that federal officers had mailed an official notice to his legal team. The document listed suspected financial wrongdoing, misleading sales claims, and potential public safety issues. Lawyers warned that if a court confirmed every count, the fines could drain tens of millions of dollars, and the penalty could include a long stay in federal custody. For many viewers, it felt like a rerun of a story they thought had ended years earlier, because only a short time before, the same audience had celebrated what looked like one of the fastest and most complete brand turnarounds on the internet. After the much-discussed forest vlog in early 2018, Logan promised to change. He posted an apology video that reached a huge audience and shared plans for counseling and self-reflection. He shifted into professional wrestling, trained with high-level athletes, and signed an on-screen contract that put him under bright arena lights instead of casual daily vlogs. At the same time, his Maverick clothing line evolved into a broader e-commerce system, and his impulsive podcast landed top guests. By late 2021, business magazines spoke of a total image makeover. That new image soon gained yet another wing when Logan and fellow creator KSY rolled out Prime Hydration. Slick clips painted Prime as low sugar, electrolyte-rich, and perfect for teens chasing dreams on fields, courts, and tracks. The influencer marketing worked. Shelves were emptied in hours, and fan videos of rare flavors stacked up millions of views. With this momentum, Logan felt ready to try something bigger in the digital asset boom. On his podcast in August 2021, he presented Crypto Zoo, a blockchain game that asked buyers to purchase virtual eggs, hatch hybrid animals, breed them, and earn tokens. Logan said he had invested $1 million of his own cash to build the game with a strong group of developers and artists. Discord rooms filled with hopeful supporters. Wallet addresses from every continent bought eggs and zoo tokens. Total intake climbed close to $19 million if you counted NFT sales and token swaps. The expectation was clear. By late 2022, a colorful metaverse would be live. Tokens would reward players, and rare beasts would trade like baseball cards. Reality was different. Around launch week, many buyers found that half of their eggs would not hatch. Reward payouts did not show up. The site stalled under normal traffic. Token prices plunged. In message boards late at night, holders wrote frantic posts asking when fixes would arrive. Logan posted brief replies, such as, "Working on it," and then vanished for long stretches. In December 2022, the investigative creator CoffeeZilla released a 3-part video deep dive. He pointed out that several animal images looked like stock photos with quick edits, that parts of the smart contract code matched a public template from a meme coin, and that no clear chain data proved Logan's personal $1 million input. He also showed wallet movements, suggesting that large amounts of zoo tokens were sold before main launch, creating the appearance of an inside play. CoffeeZilla interviewed former team members who described unpaid invoices and missing direction. The series went viral across social platforms, turning Crypto Zoo from a slow-motion issue into a front-page event. Logan's first reply arrived as a short 7-minute video. In it, he criticized CoffeeZilla's methods, framed the series as a clout chase, and spoke of possible legal action. Viewers felt the tone was harsh. Only a week later, he uploaded a second clip titled "Thank You CoffeeZilla," where he acknowledged that his earlier reply was emotional, apologized to the investigator, and promised a buyback fund worth $1.3 million at $1,000 per NFT. Yet holders found the refund plan limited. You had to keep every egg, fill out a form, waive legal claims, and meet a narrow 1-month window. Many who had already sold at a loss were left outside the plan. As of early 2025, few confirmed receiving funds, and a class action led by Texas attorney Tom Kirker continued in court. While Crypto Zoo troubles spread, Prime Hydration faced fresh hurdles. The energy line carried 200 milligrams of caffeine in a 12-ounce can, double the amount in a standard can of a leading rival. Packaging for the energy and non-energy versions looked almost identical, which parents and teachers said caused confusion. Stories came out about middle school students feeling shaky after drinking a full can. A group of school districts districts in the United States and Australia either warned families or banned the product on campus. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer asked the Food and Drug Administration to study the drink's safety claims and marketing. In early 2024, a civil suit in California alleged that the grape flavor of Prime Hydration contained trace amounts of PFAS, sometimes nicknamed forever chemicals because they break down slowly. Brand reps said the product met safety limits, but the filing raised more concern. Soon afterward, Health Canada recalled a limited run of Prime bottles for labeling that exceeded vitamin guidelines. #Prime Recall trended in several regions. Another challenge came from the snack bundle called Lunchly, which paired Prime drinks with crackers, meat, or chips. Social clips showed green or white spots inside the food tray, leading viewers to claim mold contamination. The brand announced an investigation and said any spoiled units were a tiny fraction of total shipments, yet the images harmed public confidence. Competition in the sports drink field tightened too, when legendary football player Lionel Messi backed a new beverage called Mass Plus. Logan sued the company, arguing bottle shape copied Prime's look. Within weeks, Mass Plus filed a countersuit accusing Prime of defamation and use of market power. An independent study reported that most shoppers could easily tell the two media outlets from the legal fight as heavyweight bullying more fair defense, which drew extra negative press to Prime. Market reports showed a roughly 70% drop in United Kingdom turnover between early 2023 and late 2024, and about a 40% decline in the United States during the first half of 2024. Inventory started popping up on clearance racks. Grocery buyers shifted store placements from front tables to lower shelves. Around the same time, bottling partner Refresco filed a claim seeking $67 million for unmet production orders, stating that Prime's growth forecast had been far too high. Behind the scenes, accountants reviewed Logan's cash flow. He still owned luxury property in Puerto Rico and collectible Pokémon cards, yet lawsuits and falling sales were stacking obligations on the asset side. Analysts estimated his personal risk exposure possibly crossed $100 million when adding class actions, supplier claims, and potential agency penalties. Wrestling promoters reportedly paused talks on new event appearances until Logan's legal picture became clearer. Public mood changed from anger to letdown. During the Forest controversy, viewers shouted for consequences. During the current wave, many simply expressed fatigue. Comment sections filled with short lines such as, "He will never learn," or "It was all marketing from day one." Social media scholars wrote papers on trust erosion, naming Logan and Prime as examples of how fast brand goodwill can flip when a creator shifts from entertainment to product, but skips long-term quality checks. Every piece of news created fresh pressure on Logan's timeline. The more he tried to shift focus to new ventures, the more unresolved problems trailed behind him. Supporters argued that he was still young enough to recover and that a few mistakes should not define a lifetime. Critics answered that these were not small mistakes, but repeated patterns. Observers outside the fan bubble watched the unfolding case as a lesson in digital business. Speed matters, but reliability and clear follow-through matter more. Financial experts compared Prime with Body Armor, a sports drink that spent years building credible partnerships with athletes and nutrition staff before a major beverage company acquired it for over $5 billion. They said Body Armor succeeded because it matched bold branding with steady performance. Prime, by contrast, leaned on star power and new flavors at record pace, saturating shelves before a loyal, repeat buyer base had formed. Meanwhile, on the crypto side, separate projects showed that a blockchain game could thrive if the team shipped updates, delivered transparent budgets, and kept close contact with players. Crypto Zoo lacked those steps. Enthusiasm without structure could not hold value, and each disappointment chipped away at the wider market's faith in influencer-backed coins. The ongoing story carried a larger message for both creators and fans. For creators, it showed that audience attention is not ended. Each campaign draws from a limited pool of goodwill. For fans, it showed that energy, humor, and inspiring speeches can mask real risks. so personal research is vital before spending money. In the past decade, many online launches achieved sharp early sales, then faded when technical or quality gaps appeared. Logan Paul's twin ventures became headline examples because of his name and because they happened in quick succession. Looking forward, Logan still holds pieces that could fuel a future rebound. He knows how to gather a crowd, he understands platform algorithms, and he can pivot between industries. Yet any new start will require more than hype. It will call for public steps such as detailed audits, third-party testing, open development timelines, and a service approach instead of a spectacle approach. The key test will not be the launch day views, but the 6-month retention numbers and customer satisfaction scores. Cultural analysts note that the internet does allow second and even third chances when leaders take clear responsibility and prove progress. They mention examples of musicians, actors, and comedians who came back stronger after an honest reset. Whether Logan will choose that route remains to be seen. Silence, short statements, and deflection will likely not be enough because the scale of losses in both CryptoZoo and Prime reached real families and working people, not just high-risk traders or collectors. For viewers at home, the unfolding legal calendar provides the next milestones. Court hearings in Texas will decide if fraud and unjust enrichment claims move toward trial. Federal agencies could release new guidelines on caffeine labeling following the Senate request. Supplier claims will show up in public dockets where sales data may appear in filings. Each step adds clarity to the question of how much liability sits on Logan's shoulders. The rise and stall of Prime Hydration also feeds a bigger debate among beverage giants. Some executives now think twice before signing large orders based solely on creator reach. They ask for deeper shelf life tests, multi-year distribution plans, and clear youth marketing rules. Even if Prime survives, the barrier for the next influencer drink just climbed higher, changing the market Logan helped create. Online, some fans hold out hope that Logan will personally join community calls or podcasts to answer hard questions. They believe direct talk could mend at least part of the trust gap. Others reply that after 2 major crises, the safer plan is to support smaller brands with proven track records. In newsrooms, editors track engagement numbers on Logan stories and note a slow but steady decline in clicks, hinting that the public may soon move on unless a trial, a product relaunch, or a bold settlement makes fresh waves. This shift underscores a final insight. Sustained attention is earned through steady value, not endless drama. When drama drags on without resolution, audiences turn toward creators who build rather than break. The tale of Logan Paul now stands as a marker at the crossroads of influence and responsibility. It shows that viral charm can launch a product, but only patience, transparency, and consistent delivery can keep that product alive. The spotlight that once lifted a young Ohio vlogger into global fame later shifted to intense scrutiny. The same light will either reveal genuine reform or spotlight new gaps. Hundreds of thousands of viewers, investors, and parents wait to see which story unfolds next, aware at last that every colorful thumbnail hides a deeper contract between trust and truth.